At present, 28.5% of the Indian population lives below the poverty line.
Thousands of people chasing water tankers, taking fewer showers, sweating out in long queues, and even missing work to store enough water for the day.
India's decision is reigniting disputes with Pakistan. Both control parts of Kashmir, but each country claims the region in its entirety.
This week, US investment banking firm Jefferies predicted India is poised to surpass Japan and Germany to become the world's third largest economy by the year 2027.
India recently overtook China as the world's most populous country. A lot of people are speaking about a demographic dividend also driving economic success there. India, which is set to grow more than 6% this year. That's more than any other major economy.
Forget what you've heard about India. Let's find out what it's really like. What's up, niece and nephew? Today we are in Gokulam. Gokulam is an iconic area of Mysore famous for Ashtanga yoga, which I probably didn't pronounce correctly, but this is like where it comes from. This is the Mecca. So most people who come out here, they're coming out here for the purposes of doing yoga, right? So this area is kind of set up for that, but it's also a completely awesome place to be a digital nomad. Now we'll talk about some of the drawbacks like the internet connection and some of the power outages, and you know, we'll give you a clear picture of what it's actually like staying in Gokulam. But I will say this, I feel like I found a very much undiscovered gem, and I think this is a place that, you know, really should be on your radar if you're working remotely. All right guys, so most people who pass through this area are coming here for the yoga, but because of that, there's a lot of really good organic restaurants and cafes and services set up to accommodate the yoga crowd. If you're a digital nomad who needs constant, stable internet, then in general, India could be a bit of a problem. But you do have places like this, the Organic Bakehouse, where they have like really, really delicious food. We eat here for breakfast almost every day. And they also have pretty fast internet. So if power were to go out in your building, you can come to one of these cafes here in Gokulam and hopefully theirs is working. It seems like what people who do need stable internet do is they tend to have multiple backup SIM cards in case the Wi-Fi goes down. So there's definitely people who are doing it. We're gonna walk a little bit through Gokulam, through the residential part, and then we're gonna take you guys to the more busy kind of town center part of this area, and you guys can see just lots and lots of restaurants catering to the yoga crowd. Santasha, we eat there occasionally as well.
So we've been eating two people for around, what would you say, like $6 to $10, depending on where we go?
Yeah, I mean, like we have spent about $10 to $12 in a meal before, but it's usually like more kind of like Western food, and
yeah,
rarely.
And usually we're like rolling out of there for $12.
Oh
like
my God,
we both
yeah.
ate way too much.
Seems like about, I'd say about $8 is our average probably.
Okay.
For two people, guys, feeding two people.
For two.
You
and
guys,
that's with drinks as well.
Yeah, we're talking like coffee, smoothie, breakfast, side dishes.
Yeah.
You guys can see, look, it's a lot of nice villas over here. There's literally a yoga shala like every 2 feet here.
Yeah, so we've done already 2 yoga classes, and they're about $5 to $6 a class. One of them was an hour, and then the other one was an hour and a half. Both really good.
Yeah, we're kind of going around and sampling places since we're here for a couple months. It gives us a chance to check it out and try a few different spots. It's a clothing place, I guess, Jaipur Junction. You guys can see it's a nice residential area here.
So this side is like way more spread out.
Yeah, this is the more residential side of Gokulam.
The other side is a lot more dense and busy.
We haven't seen a lot of English videos on the area, so we thought it makes sense to kind of bring you guys for a little stroll, and you can get a vibe for yourself what it's like here. Get a feeling.
There's like a library right there.
You can get a feeling for the vibe. Yeah, look, there's a little library across the street.
Books and brews. That's cute.
It's just a pleasant little area.
Very peaceful. A lot of animals passing by, like we see cows, we see goats all the time, There's like hawks swooping sometimes.
And guys, like you can see, looks like another yoga shala here, some Reiki house. Not really my thing, Reiki, but you know, that is definitely part of the tourism that is attracted to this area. We're here in the off season, so the majority of the yoga people aren't here.
Yeah, also some of the restaurants are closed, or the yoga studios are closed.
Yeah.
It's off season.
But there's
still stuff open.
There's lots of good cafes open, restaurants. See, over here is another cafe.
Yeah, like every 5 minutes you can get a good coffee.
West End.
Awesome.
And then there's another yoga place there, Yogi's Nest.
And they have like European coffee. Like I've been getting cappuccino. They do also have the Indian cold brew, which is really good, but I think it's a lot of sugar. So I just stick with the cappuccino.
I don't mind their filter coffee when, like, sometimes that can be really good.
Yes, but I think also that's a lot of sugar.
Yeah, probably. Oh, here's another place doing yoga, as you guys can see.
Teacher training.
This
Yeah,
one
there's
does.
a lot of teacher training over here.
Yeah. Ramesh Shetty Mysore Ashtanga Yoga Shala. You can see a lot of the businesses are closed at the moment because there's nobody here. There's a cafe here. And
It's like a convenience store across the street. We bought some water there.
yeah, there's a little like quickie mart here. You can buy water. You guys can see that a lot of the stuff isn't open though. But again, we're here in the off season, so it gives us an opportunity to enjoy this place at, you know, low capacity. So that's been pretty nice. We're gonna wander down one of these side blocks here and head a little deeper into the residential area. So one of the things we noticed about Mysore is that the people are very, very friendly. You're gonna get lots of random smiles and curiosity. Where are you from? What are you doing here? I guess we'll just start wandering down one of these side blocks here. Give you guys a look what it's like in Mysore. So this is mostly a residential area here, guys. There are some businesses. A lot of them are closed because there's just not so many people in town. It's kind of in the off season, like we said before. But Gokulam is really chill, and it's also really not as dusty as other parts of Mysore. It's much more low density over here. You guys can see the type of accommodation here. There's lots of villas. There are some apartment buildings. Like this looks more like an apartment building over here. But a lot of these villas here. So it's very residential, very quiet kind of place. Makes sense for yoga because it's very peaceful.
Yeah.
You hear tons of animals. I mean, we have hawks that fly over and you hear them screeching sometimes. And
Yeah, they have beautiful little green birds that we saw as well.
there's also lots and lots of cows and goats everywhere. So we've been making friends with the neighborhood cows.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Some of them are really cute. And yeah, Gokulam is a nice place, guys. It's very, very chill, very low key. Mysore in general is growing. You guys can see there's heaps and heaps of construction going on here. And it is definitely growing quickly.
A lot of the people speak English, so like if you need help finding something or you need directions, you can just like ask somebody.
Getting around with English has been no problem at all.
Yeah, even the tuk-tuk drivers or the rickshaw drivers.
We keep calling them tuk-tuks because we're so used to Cambodia, but yeah, they call them rickshaws
It's actually
here.
Rickshaw, yeah.
The only thing I would say is you got to watch out for all the cow shit. There's cow shit a lot of times, like on the roads and the sidewalks. But aside from that, man, how nice is this? This is so chill.
Very peaceful.
Gokulam, man. Who would have thought little Mysore would be such a cool city? It's got so much culture, so much history. But then you have these little pocket like this. You have this little pocket like this where you can just like chill out, and it's quiet, it's clean. It's not very dusty. The city center here can be a bit dusty and a bit crowded and hectic, you know, like you would imagine in a city center in India. But this is only maybe 15 minutes in a rickshaw from the city center, and look at this extremely peaceful environment we have here. Look at all the trees, guys. Gokulam is really, really chill. So guys, we're gonna wander out of the tranquility of our little bubble here And that's what Gokulam is in a lot of ways. It very much is a bubble. It's very different than the rest of Mysore, but in a good way, I think. It's very peaceful. Look at this. Super green. Look how green. Is that great or what?
Butterflies everywhere, you know. Very peaceful.
And we're gonna wander into the busier side of Gokulam where most of the shops are and services, and give you guys a little bit of an idea of what some of the services available around here are like. So I would say for a digital nomad, like I've mentioned before in other videos about India, I would say the biggest issue you're gonna face here is power outages. The power does go out often, sometimes a couple times a day. For us, it's not really a big deal because we have a generator and our power and internet click back on fairly quickly. And we're also not as, reliant on having a constantly stable connection, because primarily we're uploading and we're doing like, communication on things like WhatsApp and social media, right? So for us, it's a very, very manageable situation. But if you're a digital nomad who does require consistent, stable internet, then India in general could be a bit of a challenge. Now, like I said, there are digital nomads that are here, and what a lot of people seem to be doing is having like multiple SIM cards, so that way they have emergency backup data that they can stream to their computer in case there are power outages. And if one service is down, people will sometimes have multiple SIM cards. You guys can see here's another little cafe and restaurant. I don't think we've gone into this one yet. We might have.
Looks good.
Yeah, we maybe need to check them out. Healthy wraps, porridge.
No preservatives.
No preservatives. See, guys, again, because it's targeted towards the yoga crowd, you guys can see that a lot of the services are targeted towards the yoga crowd. So you're definitely going to pay more for food in Gokulam than you would in other parts of Mysore, but you're also going to get very clean, organic food in this area. Very high quality. And if you think about the cost that you're paying for like organic food, even if it is more than other parts of Mysore, it's still far cheaper than you would pay in Chiang Mai or Phnom Penh or somewhere in Vietnam.
Bangkok as well.
Yeah, the food here is probably one of the best things about living in Mysore.
Like the portion versus the price.
Portion and price.
And quality too.
It just works out really well. You definitely get a really good feed for two people. We're paying between $7 to $8 a meal, so
That's with drinks.
And that's again, yeah, and full, like stuffed coming out of there. Whereas if we were in Phnom Penh, $10 you would not be full. You need to maybe spend like $15 to feed two people in Phnom Penh. So we're saving a lot of money here just on the food situation.
This is one of the better ATMs you're gonna find, State Bank of India. It's like the most common one you're gonna find here.
Yeah, State Bank of India.
They're everywhere.
There's also ICICI, right?
I think, yeah.
I think that's how you say it. That's another ATM that's fairly common. So there are ATMs around. Getting money hasn't been an issue. Just a heads up to you guys, we bank with Charles Schwab, and this is not a paid promotion or anything, but they refund all the ATM fees. So if you're a US citizen, that's a bank you may want to consider. And we've saved over $50 this month in ATM fees, so for us it's a good deal. And by the way, guys, this video is sponsored by Safetywing. What's up, guys? I'm in Mysore, India. I'm chilling with this cow here. If this cow were to give me mad cow disease, I would want to have health insurance. And if you're going to live as an expat, you're going to want to have health insurance too. He's either biting me or licking me. He's licking me. Aw, hello.
It's so cute.
See, if I get sick from touching this cow, I want to have health insurance, right? So Safetywing is a good health insurance for people like me who travel around the world and live in interesting places. I'm covered. If I get sick in India, at least I got health insurance. Safetywing is designed for people who move around and who travel, so it's the perfect health insurance for people who live our kind of lifestyle. And now back to Gokulam. So sometimes they have like cows and goats grazing in this empty lot.
Dogs.
Dogs, you guys can see the sidewalk leaves something to be desired.
So far, the street dogs have not been a problem. It seems like people feed them. None of them have like come after us or anything. Something that happens in Thailand, I know.
Yeah, Thailand, I had way more issues with street dogs. Here, so far, it's been okay.
Here it seems completely fine.
Oh yeah, okay, so we'll say hello to, maybe say hello to the neighborhood goats.
So there's like a bus stop over there, and then usually a guy is selling coconuts. And today there's 2 goats.
Yeah, I don't know if those are his goats or if somebody's goats in the neighborhood, but
It seems like they just hang out in the green patches in the neighborhood.
mowing the lawn like the cows, just chewing on any green they can find, I guess. But yeah, this is getting into the little busier side of Gokulam, guys. So this is the side where we do a lot of our shopping.
There's rickshaws everywhere. They'll ask you if you want to ride, but in Mysore you can still use the rideshare apps. So they have Uber and Ola. So those are available here. Also food delivery, Swiggy and Zomato. You can also get those here.
Yeah, it's really easy with the apps here, guys. Like you can move around using Uber and Ola, whether you want to use rickshaws or cars or whatever your preferred transportation method is. This is our little neighborhood temple.
Really pretty.
Yeah, very pretty temple.
Like very colorful.
Yeah, you guys can see all the colors. It's Sunday, so a lot of the shops here are closed, and also it's low season, so some of the yoga-based services like the restaurants that cater to that market are closed. But
What is it, Android charger right here? And it was like, I think it was like $4.
yeah, and it was good. It was fine. It's still working for us. This place makes pretty good sourdough bread.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah, we
Really
come
good bread.
come by there occasionally. That's a place that caters towards Westerners.
They have like photocopy, kind of stationery store. They got glasses, if you want to get glasses. This place, it seems like they sell like really traditional clothes and also normal clothes as well. Yoga mats too.
And there's a tailor over here. We're gonna wait for her to open. We gotta get some stuff fixed ourselves.
Yeah.
This is kind of like your Indian dollar store.
Yeah, they have like cleaning stuff, clothes rack.
You can see more yoga mats,
Yeah,
obviously.
everywhere's got yoga mats.
Yoga mats are a big seller in this area. Yeah, it's just a nice area. This place is actually a bakery we're gonna go into. This is one of the bakeries I like to buy stuff at. But let's see if is he open? Yeah, he's open. All right, I'm gonna get a little. I'm gonna get a snack. Hey, brother, how are you? Let's see if he has any today. Oh, I don't think
They
he.
have like all these different snacks. Just show them.
I don't think he has the one I want. But that's okay. I'll get some
It's
cookies.
like banana, Indian snacks. Usually we get which cookies?
Oh, these ones. These are the cookies we usually get. They're really good, guys. They're like.
How much are they? Do you remember?
Like 130 rupees, so like maybe like $2 something.
Right. And you get a lot.
You do get a good
And
amount.
they're not too sweet at all.
No, they're like chocolate chip with some kind of nuts. It's like very, very good.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll get a thing of cookies and let's see how much that is.
Yeah.
And,
They have like cakes and stuff.
it doesn't have my spicy chokli. I think it's
Sold
called
out.
chokli. Do you have the? I think chokli they call it. But do you have the spicy like tomato? No, you don't have. It's okay.
Oh, they also have the Mysore pack as
You got
well.
I'll just pick one of these. There's a different one I'm looking for. He had it
So we
yesterday.
tried this Mysore pack.
It was
It's so
like
good.
this,
Really
but
good.
spicy.
And they have all different types with nuts and stuff.
Yeah, so you can get all your favorite Indian snacks here. They got the Mysore pack is the iconic confectionery for this part of India.
So good.
We had some when we were at the city center the other day. It's very good, very, very sweet. All right, guys, so 120 rupees. We got some cookies.
They give you like a reusable bag. No plastic.
You guys can see. So these are one of our favorite little munchies we keep around. And yeah, we'll go wander around, see what else we find today. This is our little bakery spot. We got some cookies.
Narayana sweets.
Narayana Sweets. We're gonna wander around a little bit more. I want to get some of the chokli that is, see, he doesn't really understand what I was asking. I like the one that has the tomato and masala, like the spice on it. And a lot of times they sell it at these little bakeries here.
So this is like a health food store we went to get some supplements, vitamins.
It's got healthy snacks. They've got, you know, like powdered ginger and things like that. So you can get, tea. Hey, there's our friend. There's our friend from, I believe, Lebanon, right? He said? Yeah. So I'm gonna get some chocolate. If they have my favorite kind here, they do. All right. This was what I was looking for, guys. Hey, brother. Can I have a 2? Got it. Yeah, I'll get for you. What? I'll give you a business card. I have. This one is 120, and then I'll show you. Nice. And I'll show you your shop. Guys, this is my crack.
So how much is that?
120 rupee for 2, right? So
And it's kind of like a corn chip with like tomato spice on there.
it's like tomato and masala, but I don't know, I'm really addicted to them. They're not like salty at all. They're just very like spicy, but in a good way.
We call them Indian cheese
We
doodle.
call them Indian cheese doodles. So yeah, maybe this cost me about a little bit under $2 for 2 bags. And you know, they make for some pretty good munchies. This place also does some good baked stuff, guys. They've got the little pistachio cookies that are also really, really good. And I tried this thing. This ball here was also really good. So this is one of our neighborhood bakeries. We went to 2 neighborhood bakeries today so far for you guys. You guys can get a sense of the area here. And everyone's also very nice. They always ask, oh, you have a YouTube channel. We end up giving out a lot of business cards. People are super, super chill in Mysore. This is a nice place. And honestly, guys, also, one big advantage to Mysore is that they're very accustomed to having the foreigners around because of the yoga. And the city makes quite a lot of money on yoga. So there is an interest in looking after the foreigners. And we've talked to local people who have told us that the police here actually do a good job of looking after foreigners, looking after women. So it is one of the safer places you can spend time in India. You know, you look at Thailand or Cambodia and you pretty much got to pay the cops to do something. Vietnam, you know. Here, the fact that they care enough to kind of look after the foreigners. We had a guy come up to us, a cop, and tell us to be careful with our phone, and just like really nice, kind of like trying to look out for us. I mean, we're from New York and we've lived in Asia for a really long time, so like if I am using my phone, I'm well aware of my surroundings. But that is a good thing for you guys to be aware of too if you're coming to anywhere in Asia for the first time. Violent crime is not really such a big issue, but things like snatch and grab and pickpocketing, like that is definitely something that can happen. Here's our neighborhood liquor store. We don't really drink, so
You can buy water there as well.
then it looks like cigarettes and stuff. And this guy, he's selling refurbished laptops. Looks like he services them, fixes them.
Fruit and veggie.
Yep, fruit and veg stall for the neighborhood. Yeah, this is little Gokulam, guys. And
there's an Airtel over there too.
hey, hello. That guy has a Anna Cafe. It looks like Su Yoga. So he's he's another guy who is operating a business that's primarily dealing with foreigners. Anytime you see yoga.
So for the SIM card, we do have Airtel SIM card. And we just go to one of these shops and we top up at the shop. It's so easy. I think it was like, mine is like a little over $3 and then your plan is a little over $4, right?
Yeah, my plan's a bit higher because we have unlimited data. Or not, it's not unlimited, but it's like 60 gigs or something crazy, like something I'm not gonna use.
Yeah.
So it's basically unlimited. So I pay a bit more. Ours is kind of like, you know, my phone is kind of the backup phone in case the internet goes out and we need to use it for something.
And apparently they have 5G here, so that's cool.
And another thing you guys might like find kind of interesting, at least we do, is after living in Southeast Asia for a long time, Gokulam is actually kind of hilly. And like really Mysore in general is kind of hilly. And I'm used to like pancake flat Saigon, pancake flat Phnom Penh, pancake flat, you know, Bangkok. And here in Mysore is actually like some topography that's a little bit interesting. You guys can see here there's no issue finding rickshaws. Very, very easy to get a rickshaw. I will say though, sometimes when it rains here, guys, it can be a little bit more difficult to get food deliveries or get, you know, picked up by Uber or Ola.
Yeah, we heard the flooding is like really bad. It's pretty bad.
We seen it that one night, guys. We saw it. It was pouring. It was like the first night it had rained in Mysore in like months. And it was like biblical rain. Like we were like, our friends from jiu-jitsu drove us home and we were like running from their car to our door.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So yeah, that was our little busy kind of side of Gokulam. And now we're back into this kind of quiet, chill.
Another cafe.
Yeah, there's another cafe over here, Roy's Cafe.
It's pretty.
And now this is an orthopedic specialist here. And then we're back into kind of chill residential Mysore. So, I mean, you can see how this area, guys, it's super, super convenient. You have every conceivable service in that little town center area. And then all you got to do is take a walk down any of these little side streets. And you guys can see we're right back into like tranquility and peacefulness and lots of trees. So let's talk a little bit about the weather recently. So it's been pretty humid. Like when we first got here, it was really, really hot and dry.
Yeah.
But now the rains have come, and I would say, what do you think, 25?
I think so. Maybe a little more.
I think 25 Celsius, guys, with higher humidity than before. Like,
Definitely.
I don't know exactly, but for sure
after it
higher.
rains, it's like a lot cooler.
It gets really pleasant here after it rains, guys. Like, honestly, I haven't really enjoyed being able to go outside and just walk around and feel cool weather in a long time. We've been in Southeast Asia for pretty long, guys. You know, we went to Albania briefly, where I got to have some winter for the first time in like years, and it was quite nice. And I could see why Mysore is known for good weather. The weather here is pleasant. So you guys can kind of get a sense for what these little residential areas are like. They have some small businesses and things, but primarily they're residential, and this area is closer to that city center that we were just in, so it's a little bit more dense. But as you get a little further from all the action, you start to see more like villas and how, like, you know, single, or I don't know how many people are in there, but it appears to be single family residences. Here you see a little bit more like apartment buildings and stuff, because again, we're a bit closer to the city center of the Gokulam area.
We're getting a breeze right now, and it's like cool. It's like a cool breeze.
And like, it's interesting because even though Gokulam is part of Mysore, for, you know, all intents and purposes, you can almost think of it like its own little town, you know, because it has a little bit of its own little city center, yet it has this sort of residential area that just wraps around it, that's primarily focused on the yoga and the yoga students that are coming through here. Just a nice, chill little place. Guys, how pleasant is this little neighborhood? Mish was just commenting on, she likes the architecture of the homes.
Yeah, really pretty.
I really like how almost everybody has like a roof space or like a patio or a balcony. It reminds me a little bit of Nepal when we were there. Aw. There's a cow just chilling. I wonder if he's friendly. Or she's friendly. It's probably a she, right? Hello. Little neighborhood cow. Gave me a sniff. But yeah, how chill is this, guys? Like, do you hear the noise? There's no noise. You hear this? Peacefulness. If this was like anywhere else in Mysore, man, you'd be hearing the horns.
These are old coconut trees up top there.
So yeah,
Very peaceful.
Gokulam is super chill, super peaceful.
The
Yeah.
cow's just chilling.
He's chilling. He's got hella flies on him though. You saw that?
Yeah.
But he gave me a sniff.
So
Or
those
she.
are-
Why do I keep saying he? It's
I don't know,
probably a
but-
female.
Those are people's pets. Those cows. Like, they belong to somebody. And it's like, you know how you let the cat out? They're like, you let the cow out.
It's
you know?
yeah, it's the same with the goats. They just let the goats.
Yeah, the goats,
like,
they belong to people.
they
Like,
free
have
ro-
collars, they have like bells on them.
They free roam.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is.
Like, let the goat out for the day, you know?
Now those cows actually may not be pets. They might be more like used for dairy or things like
Right,
that.
but they belong to somebody.
They do,
They're
yeah,
not
yeah.
just like stray.
We weren't sure. We were like, is this just the neighborhood cows? But no, they do belong to somebody. Indian friends explained that to us. They just kind of let them roam.
It's so funny.
It is kind of
yeah.
cool. And it's so funny to watch the traffic because, you know, like most of Gokulam is pretty chill, guys, pretty residential, but like the main road there does get kind of busy, and you'll just see traffic will just slam, you know, on their brakes and halt just so the cow can work his way through.
Yeah.
It's really kind of cool. It's definitely something that if you're not used to seeing, like, it would be a little bit of a shock for you. For Indian people, it's pretty normal, but for us, it's still quite a novelty to see cows and goats everywhere.
This temple's so pretty.
Yeah, this is one of the little temples in our neighborhood, the one we showed you guys kind of at the beginning of the video. You can see how small
I don't know
it
if
is.
you can see up there, but there's like hawks circling. It might be too small. But...
You can see how small it is in Gokulam. Like, it's not a big area. Like, we're already back at this temple we showed you guys earlier. And yeah, there's hawks up there. It might be kind of hard for you to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, there's hawks that are circling around. And this place across the street, Armruth, he's supposed to be famous for filter coffee, right?
Yes. On Google.
So
It's on Google.
we're back on this main road. All right, guys. We're back on the main road, chilling with our neighborhood goat over here. Looks like he's gonna go digging through, or she. Again, I don't know what the gender is of the goat.
There's a bunch of people.
I think the cows, I assume, are female because I see udders. I mean, it's a little bit easier to figure that out. Here's coconut sales. And again, remember guys, I was telling you how in India now, everything is scan to pay. So there's barcodes to pay for things everywhere. And
So weird.
cash is becoming kind of annoying in India because
They never have change.
most places don't have much change because they're working with digital scan to pay. So it's more like Cambodia and China here than it is a cash society, although there is still cash.
Yeah, but some businesses don't have any cash at all. Like one time I went into a business to try to get some change, and they're like, sorry, we don't have any cash. I was like, are you serious? It's like a huge store.
Yeah, I went into a cafe here and the cafe completely works on scan to pay. So you can pay cash, just don't expect change.
Yeah, try to get change, I guess.
And some of the rickshaw guys will probably lie and say they don't have change, but some of them legitimately may not because they're used to either being having Uber Pay set up or Ola Pay or you know, something that automatically,
Scan to pay,
yeah, where someone scans their barcode and pays them. So more and more things are moving digital here. So be aware of that. And we're gonna open up a bank account this week. So hopefully we'll be able to use UPI, which is the main scan to pay system here.
Yeah, we'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, guys, so that's gonna be you know, an interesting experience. But yeah, sounds like if you have a bank account here, it's like similar to how in Vietnam you can't transact in local currencies, like you can't deposit you know, any of their currency into your account, but you can deposit from your overseas account and then use it to buy things and use the scan to pay services here, which I think will save us a lot of headache and money while we're in India, because it is kind of annoying when these businesses don't have change. So guys, check out this sidewalk. It's definitely one of the challenges that I think Gokulam and probably most of Mysore faces is some of the sidewalks here are kind of used to cover the drainage, and like as you can see, there's just basically these big open drainage.
Cell tower behind you again.
Oh yeah, look at the size of that cell tower too. Kind of funny because it's a place that's like very focused on health and organic food, and then there's just like giant cell phone towers.
I mean, that's 5G.
That's 5G. So we actually did some yoga at this one here. It's called Yoga Jita. It was fine, it was nice. Basically, every 50 meters in this area, guys, there's a yoga studio. That is the main reason why foreigners spend extended periods of time here in Mysore.
Yeah, I think a lot of them get their licenses and stuff.
Yeah, you can get certified to be a yoga teacher here. It seems like there's no shortage of places that are selling some kind of teacher's course or you know, selling some service that caters towards foreigners, like the guy who was waving to us when we were over there in the little shopping area of Gokulam. Like, his business clearly is catering towards the yogis. It even has yoga in the name. And now this is kind of back to what I was talking about, guys. Like, once you get back into Gokulam, look how chill and residential everything is over here.
You probably can't see, but there's like a really pretty bird.
Yeah, there's
It has like a mohawk, and see him? Look.
Yeah, there he goes, there he goes. Really pretty. He's got like red hair, like kind of red feathers on his head.
So cute. I don't know if you can
I
see it,
doubt you guys can see him, but maybe.
But very cute, like little teeny birds here.
And you guys can get a sense for what the area is like. Like I was saying before, now we're back in an area where the houses are a bit more spaced out. It's more residential.
Seems like they chill on the wires.
Oh yeah, those little birds, huh? Yeah, they're everywhere. So much wildlife here, so many different types of birds. We see the hawks flying around. Sometimes we hear the hawks screeching. And occasionally at night with the street dogs, we'll get into some kind of a beef, and it'll be a bit noisy, but otherwise it's very chill and very peaceful here at night. You guys can see what the area itself looks like. So that was the point of this video. We wanted to give you guys a look around Gokulam, which is basically Mysore's kind of expat bubble, digital nomad, yoga. This is one of the reasons why people come from all over the world to study the Ashtanga yoga here.
Our accommodation is about $500 a month with electricity included.
Yeah, we pay about $500 a month. We have electricity included, internet included, we have a generator. So really, not such a bad deal. Not that expensive here in Mysore. And Gokulam probably is the most expensive area of this city, I would think.
Yeah.
And even that, it's still quite a bargain and definitely cheaper than Southeast Asia.
So we checked our internet speeds for the Wi-Fi at our accommodation, and it's about, I want to say, anywhere from 18 to 25 for the download. And then the upload has been under 25. Like we did a couple of videos on Skype, like recorded videos on Skype, and it's very pixely. Like definitely not good if you want to live stream.
So the internet for our purposes has been more or less fine because we just upload a video, and like I said earlier in the video, we're mostly just using it for correspondence with clients or business partners in Southeast Asia or Eastern Europe. And for us, it's really not a big deal to be a digital nomad here. But if you are reliant on having a steady, stable internet connection, you're going to want to have a strategy for that because power outages are a thing. So I'll talk a little bit about our accommodation. We're paying $500 a month, and we have Wi-Fi, cleaning 3 times a week, and we also have a generator that goes on usually a minute or so after the power goes out.
There's a laundry in the unit.
There's also a washing machine in the unit. It's one of the larger units in his complex. It's in the heart of Gokulam, so we have everything we need at our doorstep. Several restaurants in the area. We're like a 2-minute walk to the shopping area. It's a very convenient location and very easy to get any kind of service you would need within seconds of coming out. Now, that being said, you can stay in this area for way, way cheaper. You could rent a whole house here for that price or even less. So it kind of depends on what you want. We were looking for a place that had its generator, had services, cleaning, things like that. So that's what we're paying. You can definitely find cheaper, but again, you may be, getting your own generator, paying for your own Wi-Fi, setting up your own stuff. So you got to look around. There's a lot of people who are renting whole villas. There's people who are just renting units that are a little more like service apartments. There's a lot of different things available that cater towards the yoga digital nomad crowd. There's also a lot of digital nomads from India here. So we've noticed that a lot, that there's a lot of people who are probably working for big companies in tech, like in Bangalore, but they're based here in Mysore because it's a more laid back, quiet, quality of life, more chill. So you could do a lot of networking as well. You see everybody in the organic cafes working on their laptops in the morning. So again, shout out to Gokulam. It's just been a great place, a great way to kind of introduce ourselves to India. And we don't know for sure what's going to happen next because there's always twists and turns, but potentially we'll be up in the Himalayas soon. All right, guys, so this pack of dogs is trying to chase away that pack of dogs over there. So that's kind of some of what we hear at night. Is there's a couple different packs of these street dogs, and for the most part, occasionally they get into little conflicts and you hear the dogs going at it. But aside from that, like I said, it's pretty chill, pretty peaceful at night. I did wake up one night to like hawks screaming. Like I guess they were dive bombing and like hunting, and they were making some kind of screeching noise. But as far as like horns and beeping and noise, I mean, where we're staying, it's quite tranquil. Now, if you went to the center of Mysore, you're gonna hear lots of horns and noise and traffic. But like I said, this is a bit of a bubble, guys. It's kind of a bubble. It's not like the rest of the city. It's kind of its own place, really. Look at this tree. Look how pretty that is. It's got like red flowers everywhere. Really, really nice. this was a little walk around Gokulam area of Mysore, which is like a city in and of itself in a way. It's definitely a nice place. I would come here again. I would spend time here again. Shout out to Genesis MMA. That's where we've been training. I've been teaching mostly, and it's been great. Really nice people. Yeah, you really can't go too wrong if you want a nice chill place to hang out that's peaceful. You can do yoga. You know, Mysore is really not a bad spot, guys, and it should definitely be on your radar. So I hope this video was helpful. Like we said, we didn't see a lot of videos that were in English that really showed the Gokulam area and gave you an idea of what it's actually like here. So hopefully you have a better idea of what this area is like and some of the services it has to offer. If you enjoy this type of content, smash the like button, subscribe, share the videos. If you're thinking about moving to Asia, we can help you guys get lined up. Mostly we work with people who are looking to either teach, invest, live remotely, and what we do is we plug you into our existing network in these countries, which makes it easier for you to get started and land on your feet without risks of scams or problems that you could potentially face if you don't know how things work. So coming in with that support system can be really helpful to some people, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Reach out to us on the Facebook fan page if you have any questions about that. And if you like the content, smash the like button, subscribe, share. And remember, man, you know, life is short. You should do the things you want to do, because it goes by, man, it goes by in the blink of an eye. You know, and I'm finally in India. I've wanted to come for a while, so this is pretty awesome for me. So for those of you who've been watching since we got to India, we were originally thinking of going to Rishikesh after Mysore, but it looks like now the plan is we're going to possibly be going to Sikkim. There's a friend of mine in a city called Gangtok has a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu club, and he wants me to teach and coach up there. And Gangtok and Sikkim state is like a paradise, so I'm going to take him up on that. And he's getting permission from the government, and we're going to head up that way and see what life is like in the Himalayas. So that'll be really interesting. I believe it's an area that gets a lot of Indian tourists, but not necessarily a lot of Western tourists. So we'll see what that's like. It could be pretty cool. And I just guess I'll wrap the video with this. If you guys are thinking about coming and checking out Mysore, very clean, I'd say mostly safe city with common sense. Gokulam area is like a bubble. I would say very safe in this part. Maybe parts of the city center after dark, if you were a single female, you probably want to be more careful. But during like daylight hours, there hasn't been anywhere that I felt uncomfortable. Overall, safety's been not really an issue. Food quality, very, very good, from, you know, local eateries where you're paying 50 rupees for a plate, all the way up to organic restaurants that are like $2 to $3 a plate. Really good food. Amazing spot out here called Raju Momo. Great momos. We're gonna do a video on some of our favorite food places while we're here.
Definitely check that out.
Food scene here, fantastic. And I guess I'll just leave it to Mish to give us some final thoughts of what she thinks of Gokulam.
It's pretty nice. I really am enjoying all the nature after being in Phnom Penh, Bangkok, you know, cities with not really a lot of nature, KL, you know. So definitely enjoying the nature, and there's really not a lot of traffic here at all. It's awesome.
So guys, smash the like button. We just hit our first million, what was it, 1 million views? Is that right?
Views, yeah.
We've gotten 1 million views now on YouTube, so that means, you know, more and more you guys are seeing our videos. If you do like our content, please take a second just to hit the subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds out of your day, but it will make us smile. And yeah, thank you for watching. Gokulam's a really cool place, so come check it out, whether you're a yogi, a digital nomad, or just someone who, you know, is sitting on some crypto and you just want a nice chill place that's like safe and mellow, and you can do yoga, and like life is pretty easy. It's pretty chill. I will say too, if you're like a vegetarian or a vegan, I mean, it's almost impossible to beat India, but man, this neighborhood also is like tons and tons of food for you.
Really easy.
Also, they sell places that sell chicken, so it's not like, even if you're not a vegetarian, you're not like totally out, you know. We eat eggs and fish, and we haven't had any trouble at all here. There's actually supposed to be a good restaurant here called Fresh Catch. We're gonna check that out in our food video that we do of, like, you know, the Mysore spots for eating. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe, share, and like I said, it only takes a minute to hit that button, so we appreciate it, and thank you for watching.
Brush your face and wash your teeth, son.
Hey, what's up? I'm D from Canada. Hook up with the New York Nomad if you want a smooth ride into Vietnam or any Southeast Asian countries.
Hey, my name is Aaron. Get in contact with the New York Nomads. If you want to get into Vietnam, hit them up. They'll get you in securely and professionally.
Yo, this is Uncle Hollywood. I'm telling you right now, the New York Nomad got me a job. He's legit. Hit him up. Check him out.
New York Nomad set me up in Vietnam.
Yo, my man got me a job. Come to Vietnam.
Hey, what's up, guys? You thinking about coming to Vietnam? You're not sure where to start? You've heard a lot of things online. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's not. We offer a consulting service where we help you get on your feet in Vietnam. We give you advice on negotiating contracts with employers. We help you with real estate agents, visa agents that are reliable and that you can trust. We help you get started in this amazing country and get on your feet. We help you get into different opportunities that might be more difficult for you if you were just landing in the country on your own. And we help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls and problems that you could have as a newcomer here. We provide you with reliable job recruiters, visa agents, real estate agents, and advice. If you guys are thinking about coming to Vietnam, hit us up for a consultation. We'll help you get started, help you get on your feet, and hopefully you'll love Vietnam as much as we do.